So guys, I see there's a guest coming here, Antoine from Argent. What a pleasure. Hello, my friends. Happy Provisions Day. How's it going?
Hello, happy Provision Day, man. There's
How
something
are
to
you?
celebrate. I'm actually having my 10 a.m. beer,
Oh,
to celebrate. I don't sit well.
oh, that's great. Yeah, I can see that. Actually, I didn't think of that. But yeah, maybe I'll drink it later on. And yeah, Antoine, well, what a day, right? And just curious to know your first impressions about the drop, about the allocations.
Yeah, I mean, I think something very interesting here is it's a very broad allocation, right? So really, I don't remember, is it 1.3 million addresses eligible, I believe. So, really incentives for people who have used Starknet, people who have used StarkX, and, the other Starkware products, which maybe at some point will end up, becoming layer 3s on Starknet as well. Ethereum stakers, Ethereum developers. And I think this is very important because that's something we need to mention again and again. Starknet is not a standalone ecosystem, right? It's really part of something bigger, something broader, which is called the Ethereum ecosystem and even Web3. And so it does make a lot of sense that we are actually not that unaligned, but pretty much aligned with basically what Ethereum is trying to do, bring blockchain technologies to as many people as possible.
That's great. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, as I said previously, I'm very impressed by also the diversity in the allocations structure, and also it included also categories that were not forgotten, but definitely they weren't considered a lot in other airdrops, such as the its takers category, the EIP authors. I think it's one of the first airdrops that considers EIP authors, Ethereum developers. The Ethereum protocol killed. I definitely think it was important to allocate something to them. And yeah, I'm also very curious to know how Argent and it's the Argent X, the Argent mobile wallets will definitely also be playing a crucial role in claiming, right, the tokens together with the other wallets in the space. And I'm curious to know your approach towards this historic day and this historic process, and also your recent and upcoming the recent developments that you put into action in order to prepare for this day, and then also your upcoming ones.
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, of course, we need to make sure claiming process is very smooth. I mean, first today, checking eligibility, but then the claiming process as well. And something we have introduced, also something we want to do, we just mentioned a very broad eligibility, right? So many, I would say, Ethereum OGs, Gigabrains, and Chads will actually come to Starknet to claim their airdrops and maybe interact with Starknet for the first time. So we want to show them actually what is the power of Starknet, what we can do on Starknet, why it's so amazing, why we have this amazing experience you can have. I'm thinking, of course, about account abstraction, the multi-calls, and something we have implemented and rolled out in the last weeks is actually transaction reviews, which this is our second version of transaction reviews. Which I think is now very nice to use. And when you come from, the Ethereum world where, and from using MetaMask typically, you're not used to this. Understanding what you're signing is very complex. You most of the time you just sign stuff, you don't understand what you're doing, right? But on Argent with transaction reviews, you have this breakdown of exactly what you are doing. Which dApp are you interacting with? If it's a known dApp, you will be notified that's a dApp we know. It's pretty safe. If it's a dApp that we haven't never heard of, you will also get a message. So I think this, extra security and this very good experience that we can bring to Starknet users, and Starknet users, they're used to it. They know how it works already, but we have to showcase that to all these new people and eligible users who will be using Starknet for the first time. And then maybe something else. So you were asking how we have been preparing for the airdrop. I think a very important aspect of the airdrop and the STRK token is the ability to pay gas fees with the STRK token, right? And so from a wallet perspective, it's of course very important because we need to now give the users the ability to choose, do they want to pay with the ETH token or STRK token, which I think is very exciting, but it's also exciting because this is one step closer to what we call paymasters, right? And which is the ability to basically pay for gas fees with any token you could have in your wallets. And well, we are working on paymasters, hoping to get these solutions out in the wild as soon as possible. And this is also, of course, very exciting because then that makes what it does is that it abstracts the complexity of gas away from the users, and basically gas just becomes part of I would say the tech layer. And as an end user, you don't need to even be aware that you're paying gas. In the end, you're just paying a transaction fee, which can be paid in, I don't know, USDC, DAI, or whatever token you have in your wallet, and that actually opens the gate to I would say even broader audiences, and maybe people who are not even Web3 savvy or not used to use Web3 dApps. This brings the experience much closer to Web2 and Web2 applications. So basically being able to pay in a second token brings us one step closer to that. And I think it's also the first time on a blockchain. I'm not aware of any other blockchain where you can actually pay gas into two different native tokens.
Absolutely, yeah. Personally, I also I enabled the function, to choose the Starknet token as a gas fee on my Argent X wallet yesterday, and the process was very smooth. And also excited, to about the paymaster, function and what enables it. And I'm curious also to know regarding the Argent the Argent mobile, how you're also going to boost development, as most of also crypto users and also most people, generally speaking, now use their mobile phones as their as their main device. So maybe could you tell us a bit more your mobile approach to to Starknet, to the Starknet launch, and so on?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think mobile will become more and more important. That's how you get also new geographies. As you said, in many countries, people actually don't use desktop and they do everything on mobile. So I think that's also a very good way to bring blockchain technologies to a broad audience. The idea with mobile, what we want to do is simply bring users some kind of super app, right? An app, a wallet where they could do any kind of stuff. It could be, payments. It could be digital identity. I don't know, NFTs, all these kinds of stuff. And this will be happening using the Starknet technology because it's the best one, as we know. That's also how we make account abstraction possible. So yeah, I'd say that's probably the main goal for mobile. Really go maybe use that as a flagship product to reach out to new geographies and new audiences.
Absolutely, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And well, Antoine, I know that you have such a busy schedule, and
Yes.
first of all, I would like to thank you for coming to this impromptu celebrational live stream, and really excited at what we'll be seeing from the Argent side in the coming future. And really excited. Once again, thanks a lot. Let's hold together in the Starknet ecosystem, and hope to see you soon here or somewhere else.
Thank you, Norstar. Maybe just I'll add something to finish with that. So I mean, I have started to see people posting on Twitter their allocations. I see sometimes big allocations, 20K STRK tokens, this kind of stuff. At Argent, security is very important for us. So I would urge all these people to enable 2FA on their wallets. That's how you make it basically unbreakable. Even if someone gets your seed phrase, they're not able to get your funds. We also have a nice multi-sig. So if you are an organization or you want to add even one more layer of security to your funds on Starknet, use the multi-sig. So basically security.
Absolutely. I think that was the best way to finish, our chat. Guys, be careful, set your two factors authentications, the Argent Shield. and navigate this period safely, because as you know, there are so many scams and phishing like industries basically. So be careful. And yeah, once again, Antoine, thanks a lot, and see you soon. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.